Yo, today we end Tsukihime. Welcome back to Tsukihime. We are on apparently the last little bit of the game, Kohaku Route's Epilogue. So if you don't want any spoilers, please click on the away from the video or check out my further parts, my earlier parts. I have a whole playlist for it. But yeah, apparently we're on the end of Kohaku Route, which is basically the end of the game. I didn't do like CL and Akiha routes, but I'm gonna save this for like the remake because I'm gonna do Akiha route first on the Eep remake. Is probably what's gonna end up happening. Because that's probably the first that's gonna get translated also when we get to the Far Side game. But yeah, it's been a long journey actually. We started Arcueid Route like this summer. And then we got through Hisui Route and Kohaku Route pretty much in a week each by themselves. So yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. But now we're on the Epilogue. Dreams of Sunshine. This is if this is gonna be like the end of the game, I'm betting it's probably gonna be kind of a long epilogue. But I still don't know on that front. Let's also read then. Shiki-sama, please wake up. Shiki-sama. I hear a voice. Hisui's voice that I have heard so many times. It's past time. I gotta drink a water there for a second. I do not think it is a good idea to keep sleeping like this. Hisui's reserved voice. But with that, it's impossible to wake me up since I was so excited last night I couldn't get to sleep. Shiki-sama, please wake up or I think Akiya-sama will be mad at you again. That instant, my mind snaps from its dozing. I jump up from bed. Hisui stares at me from the side as I panic. I can hear the voices of cicadas from outside. It's still morning, but the sun is streaming in pretty strong, and my sweat drenches my pajamas. Well, it's a pretty typical summer morning. Morning, Hisui. Good morning, Shiki-sama. Hisui gives a succinct bow. She acts very calm, but I get a bad feeling about all of this. Hisui. Don't tell me Akiya hasn't left yet. Yes. Akiya-sama is waiting in the sitting room until she sees your face, Yuki-sama. That's right. I think she will be waiting for about an hour. She has been waiting for about an hour now. I look at the clock. It tells me it's around 10 in the morning. Damn, why is she waiting around so late today of all days? Because it is the morning that you leave for your trip, Shiki-sama. I think it's only natural for Akiya-sama to see you off. Her gaze is painful for some reason. That is supposed to be a secret, but maybe Hisui and Akiya already know about it. Got it. Anyway, I'll go to the sitting room right away. Please go there ahead of me. As you wish. And excuse me. Hisui courteously exits the room. After changing into the clothes I got ready yesterday, I sling a bag over my shoulder and leave the room. I see Akiya in the sitting room, and she really doesn't seem to be in a good mood. Hey, good morning, Akiya. Good morning, Nissan. You're taking things slow for the morning of a trip, aren't you? She looks at me with a sharp glance. Sorry, I couldn't sleep last night and was awake till early morning. This is still getting up early for me. Oh, looking forward to a trip so much you couldn't sleep? How kawaii. Nissan, are you looking forward to playing with Inui-san so much? Why do you sound like that? Of course the trip is fun. I see. You seem almost drunk with happiness. You've been waiting for this day since the start of summer, right? I don't know where you're going with Inui-san, but there has to be something really good waiting for you there, right? Akiya-sama, I do not think it's quite right. Something good is something that is there, not something that is waiting. Ah, that's right. Would have to be a person to be waiting. Must be something wrong with me. I guess I was just waiting for Nissan so long. These two, they seem to be in harmony all of a sudden. Well then, Nissan, how long will you be gone? 7 days? Why do you ask? Oh really? It's pretty short. Since you can only see her once in a while, I thought that you would spend your whole summer break there. Nissan, don't you feel sorry for Kohaku like that? Wait a second. Yo, wait, is he going to see Kohaku? But she's like out of the mansion or something? What are you saying? I'm just going on a random trip with Inui. I'm not going to see Kohaku-san at all. Anyway, I see her all the time. She's still coming here every weekend, so there's really no need for me to go see her. There's really no need, but she probably is lonely, and I stare down at the floor. Damn, what's wrong with it? It's summer vacation after all, so they should pretend and not notice that I'm going to see Kohaku-san. Oh, it's already late. I can't let her wait any longer, so I'll let you go for today, Nissan. Okay, sounds like she's having fun and she raises from the sofa. I'll leave it up to you, Hisui. We'll be back in the evening so we can maliciously gossip about Nissan then. Yes, let's. So, what's with all these shifts in Akia's personality and even Hisui's? I will be going. Nissan, you should be going as well. I'm not hoping for any souvenirs, so please relax. Akia disappears towards the lobby. And then, man, I want to find a good man too. Bruh, that's funny. She leaves her last complaint loudly. She seems to be getting more cheerful each day. Really didn't think things would end up this way. It's been about a year since then. There's been a lot that's changed, but the biggest changes were in Akia and Kohaku-san. Simply put, Akia is still like back then. Her hair is still red, but she dyes it black. No, it's not like she uses any chemicals, but it seems she can change it at her will. She still has the urge to drink blood, so every once in a while she will suck on a blood pack used for transfusions. Akia absorbed some sort of evil spirit from Shiki. That's why she originally went on a rampage, but since then I guess she has control over it. Simply put, it weakened when it transferred to Akiha. Its only influence is making Akiha strong-willed. Well, she's more like a bully than strong-willed, but if I tell her that, she'll get angry, so I'm not going to. Also, like, that's probably something that, like, Tsukihime 2 would be based on. It would be like a continuation based on Kohaku's route, where like Akia has Roa's spirit inside of her or something, and then like Akia basically becomes Roa eventually, which would actually be really tragic at the same time as being connecting it to the whole like story as a whole. And then like could have like Shiki and Kohaku, I guess, or it could be like actually a long time from now, or it could be like a prequel. I don't know what Nasu's planning for Tsukihime 2, but I think we'll eventually see. What I'm thinking is that if he's going to actually start working on Tsukihime 2, I mean, right now he's working on the MahoTsukai sequels, like part 2 and 3 of that. So I'm wondering if he might start working on Tsukihime after that, or like during that. I don't know yet, but yeah, MahoTsukai is gonna be like 3 parts apparently. And the first part has been released in the last like 10 years, so that was fun. It was very fun. It would have been so cool if like they were releasing like a remaster or like a global release of the first game, but then also like and then also like the second game or something. That would have been crazy if that happened. Okay, I read that. Not only did I make it to her a bit more honest, but it also increased her power. Thanks to that, Akia can exert better control over her tone of blood. That's probably why she can hide the color of her hair. To say the results, she's pretty much invincible, as her dear Oni-chan. It's pretty troublesome to keep her under control. With regards to Kohaku-san, she became independent after the new year started. Because Akiya is now fine by herself, and maybe because she is planning something, Kohaku-san left to work in a mansion of a branch of the Tono family in the mountain recesses of Nagano. But at the end of the week, she came back here, and the four of us passed the time together like always. Before I asked her why she decided to do that, and she answered that it was something she wanted to investigate, and that I should wait patiently until she's done. Hey yo, she's investigating the Tonos? Possibly? That's crazy. Because I love her, I couldn't refuse, so all I can do now is wait. Since then, even Kohaku-san and I can meet at the end of every week. Being alone together is difficult because of Aki and Hisui. Also, Kohaku-san and Akiya are on very good terms. Kohaku-san likes Akiya, and Akiya cares for Kohaku-san. About me and Kohaku-san, Akiya has acknowledged it openly. She did, but that's fine. If you're going to do as you please, Nissan, then I'll just do as I please. She had that random exclamation which can really mean anything. That's how it was. In the midst of all that complexity, I received a letter from Kohaku-san. The letter said that there was something she wanted to show me, so she wants me to go to Nagano during summer break. After seeing that, I planned this insane trip immediately. I was supposed to be spending the week with Harihiko. Aki and Hisui doubt me. Jeez, those two, what do they think of me? Shiki-sama. My heart skipped a beat. Hisui would stop sneaking up on me and suddenly speaking like that. Shiki-sama, if you do not hurry, will you not miss the train? Aw crap. This isn't the time to be spacing out. Always want to be prepared, Kohaku-san arranged transportation for me out of Nagano. I have a reserved seat on the train, so if I miss it, I'll have to pay out of pocket to ride. For a poor student without a job, that would be like suicide. Sorry, I'll be off. Sorry for being in a rush this morning. Carrying my bag, I exit the sitting room. From behind me, yes, please send my best regards to Nissan. His soft voice reaches my ears. Yo, a train. That's the most normal thing I've seen in this whole visual novel. The train continues forward. Bathed in the fragile white sunlight, it rains past the mountain countryside. Maybe it's because this is a really rural area, but I'm the one in this car. I'm the only one in this car. Sitting by the window, I stare at the flowering scenery. Radiant sun illuminates my vision while the wind wafts comfortably on my cheeks. I glance down at the letter. There's a picture included in the letter and the address of where we're meeting. I say address, but there really isn't one. It's more of a take a left here, a right here, and down this path sort of place without an address. This picture has to be of that place. Place to return to, huh? Where it is, I have a feeling without it being said. Rickson probably remembered where it was. It's trivial words that Tona Makisa said. Just working off that information, she must have found that forest. That black forest. Inside the old mansion, the heart of the mountains. Oh, yo. The Nanaya house? Long ago, the place where Nanaya Shiki spent his childhood. Still be a while until I reach my destination. It is because the sunshine is unusually strong. Closing my eyes, I lean back against the seat. Like that, I fall into a dream. Sunshine that is so white. Smell the air untainted by the touch of civilization. The endless pure sky, the shimmering summer air that rides in the wind. The wild grass of spring, the starry sky of autumn. The cooled ground during winter of my home. In summer, it was the brightest flowers, steal your breath away. There she is waiting. In front of a sea of flowers, the overwhelming scent of summer, radiant smile that outshines even those sunflowers. In the midst of the burning heat, she greets me. Welcome back. This time, it is for real. So fulfilling that childhood promise at last. Hey, yo. That's the end? Hey, yo. But dude, what in the world happens to, Yo! What? Okay, I want Tsukihime 2 now. Dude, what? Like, I mean, it's ends with a dream, basically him meeting Kohaku. That's interesting. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, if there is a Tsukihime 2, I think he probably will actually start with him meeting up at the Naya house, and there being something like actually crazy afterwards. That could be interesting. That could be definitely very interesting. But so overall thoughts on the story of Tsukihime, I think it is extremely good. Honestly, I think it's probably, in terms of the atmosphere, I really like the atmosphere of it. It's quite edgy, quite dark, quite gory, you know. It's kind of similar to Karno Kyokai, although I think Karno Kyokai kind of has a little bit better of like an atmosphere, I guess. Like I think Karno Kyokai is like slightly better, maybe. Like still, until we actually get a like legitimate ufotable like Tsukihime adaptation. Like, and even if we do get like an adaptation of just the Arcueid Route, I still think Karno Kyokai is still gonna be my favorite, just because it's more of a completed work. It's more of a it's more fleshed out, I would say. But Tsukihime is still really good. It's still super good. I definitely think it's like, definitely like it more than Fate in a way. Definitely think Shiki Tono is probably one of my my favorite protagonists now at this point. Like for real. Like even though his character is relatively basic, but it's like kind of unique in a way. So it's definitely very, very interesting. Wouldn't it be crazy if there's like an end credits? Oh my gosh. Yes. Let's see. What does CL have to say for us? You've reached Kohaku's true ending. Well done. There's only one ending for Kohaku-san. If you've come this far, you should understand that Kohaku-san's story is the prop man of Tsukihime. Story to tie up all the remaining events. Thank you so much for all your hard work. For a long time their stories have ended. But please wait. There's still one person remaining. Yes, that is the story's main character. His story is not over yet. The heavens is the cold round moon. But even that moon cannot be entirely the same. Eternally the same. For the end of all the stories, the story of Tonoshiki is waiting to be finished there. Ayo! That is kinda ominous. Tsukihime 2. 30 or 40 years later, probably. Like, actually. Like, Tsukihime 2 probably would be, like, the actual conclusion of Tsukihime. Which would actually be, like, super dope. But, I also need to save a game. Create a save game. That's gonna be the end. Kohaku Route. Yep. That's the end of Tsukihime. Okay, I'm gonna keep talking about overall thoughts. So, honestly, I think my favorite route is Hisui Route, actually. In terms of its, like, ending, its build-up, you know. It's actually pretty good. I would say that Kohaku's route was a little bit underwhelming in my opinion. Just because it didn't really have too much time to flesh it out. But I mean, I guess Hisu route kind of does that for you. The rest of the routes do that kind of for you, I guess. In terms of the near versus far side routes, I definitely think the near side routes are a bit better. Just in terms of story arc, I guess. But the far side routes are definitely very important for characters. And so I can definitely see them being adapted into like movies or something like that. Or integrated with the actual... integrated with the near side routes a little, at least in the most, for the most part. I'm interested to see what the Tsukihime remake actually turns out to look like, because there's a bunch of side characters being added, so I'm really hoping that it doesn't dilute the story at all. If anything, just makes it a little bit better, because we don't need like side plots really. We just need the main general plot, you know. There can be like side characters and other stuff like that. I don't know. Speaking of Tsukihime remake, I do actually have that. But I would need to add a capture for that, which I will do right now. Yeah, I do actually need to add a capture for that. So I think game capture will work, right? You know, or window capture. Window capture. Yeah, there we go. Ryu Jinx. This is just so I can this is just so I can actually put it on the screen, you know? Basically. So I can put it up here on the screens. Pretty much. But yeah, we're gonna be back with Tsukihime, Piece of Blue Glass Moon. At least CL route. I might just play through Arcueid route by myself. But CL route I would like to actually do a stream of. Thing is though, is that it's not gonna be quite the same, because yeah, I can just leave it there. It's not gonna be quite the same considering that yeah, CL route isn't out yet. In terms of it's not out yet in terms of being released, so that's a little bit unfortunate. Yeah. Did click this. Is it running? It should be. Yeah, here we go. Should be running now. Yeah. Should be good quality, but I'm not sure if it will be or not. I have the resolution upscaled also, which I mean I don't really have to, but I just upscaled the resolution processing. I mean, I could change that, but like I did actually buy the Tsukihime first print edition. But the thing is that if I want to play that on my Switch itself, I would have to actually yeah, this is getting really laggy. Yeah, I'm just gonna close it if I can. Yeah, I'm just gonna close it. We'll figure out optimization for this later. But yeah, basically, I did actually buy the game, so using an emulated copy, I do own the game. I do officially own the game. So yeah, I'm just gonna use the emulator because it's a lot easier to implement patches. I don't have to like mess with my Switch at all. If there ever is like an English release, yeah, if there ever is like an English release of Tsukihime, that's gonna be pretty good. Also, I will switch over to my main slide right here. Because I do have this wallpaper. Nice wallpaper that I got of Arcueid. Very fun. I definitely think Arcueid is my favorite character from Arcueid, and then Kohaku, I guess, are my favorite characters from Tsukihime. Also, we do have the basically all 5 of these. We've got the plus disc. We got Kagutsu Toya. I might play through Kagutsu Toya at some point. Yeah, I might play through Kagetsu Toya at some point, but yeah, let's just open up a plus disc for now, I guess. Can open that up real quick, if it is opening. There we go. But yeah, I'll show you guys the plus disc, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Because I looked through this a bit. The plus disc's resolution is a little bit smaller, but I mean, I guess it's just like a little bonus thing. But let's see. The thing about a lot of this is that you can slot some of these, like Kagutsu Toya. I have the like skip the H scenes on, which is really good. These are like some little side stories. Experimental theater. Yeah. But yeah, there's like wallpapers in here from like there's like some good wallpapers in here. Pretty good. It actually looks pretty good resolution. I guess like capturing it upscale stuff. But yeah, that's Akiha, SCL, and 7. I don't even know who that is. There's whatever her name is. Yeah. Pretty good. But yeah, like the plastics is pretty good. This is the one this is the art that Takeichi they put on the disc case for Tsukihime. Yo, you set as wallpaper. Yo. Set as wallpaper. What does that do? I don't think that works. No, it doesn't work. That's funny. I was gonna try to eat my wallpaper. No, yeah. I don't need that. Something wacky's going on. Turn to the title menu. Okay, I'm gonna close this out. But yeah, these are like little side stories, so I guess we can read through them a bit. Can't end it. There we go. Okay, that ended it. Yeah, I shouldn't have hit set as wallpaper because that's like actually funny. Because you could actually get it to work as the wallpaper for your thing. That's funny. But I guess we'll start with the Alliance of Illusionary Eyes. So this story contains material related to the main storyline of Tsukihime. Please take a breather and read this story after reaching one of the endings in Tsukihime. Hey yo. With a slashing sound, Shiki-san knife goes through his opponent's dominant arm. It's over. But he just falls to the ground. Shiki-san lets out a sigh of relief. I don't even know how long these are. These might be really short. Oh. The killer lies motionless on the ground, but he's not dead. You can tell that he is only unconscious. Couldn't tell since it was far away, but it seems Shiki-san tackled the killer at the same time because it's the killer's arm. Surprised at how similar this is to events in comic books. There's something strange. The killer's arm lying on the ground without a scratch, not even bleeding. The killer is unconscious. Surprised all the more. Akira-chan. Putting away his knife, Shiki-san puts out his hand to me as I'm on the ground. Oh yes, excuse me. take his hand and stand back up. Still shocked from what happened. My legs are still weak, a little weak. Can't stand up straight, so I grab onto Shiki-san's arm. This has to be embarrassing. Can't speak clearly right now, so shake my head. To say I'm alright, I don't want to see the man. Okay, I'm confused since I hugged a man before. Anyway, everything in my head is pure chaos. Should we go somewhere else? So guess what I want to say. At least I start walking my hand. Is what in the world is going on? When he reaches the school gate, he turns around. Must have been terrible for you. As if nothing at all. That instant deep chill runs through me and we disappear and I suddenly feel like crying. It's because Shiki-san is acting so calm. He's amazing. They said were those words, but they made me feel like everything that's happened was just a dream. I'd feel stupid for trembling in fear earlier. So we ended up going to eat together. First got treated, I was treated in a good strawberry pie. Ends up being something not quite as good this time, but I guess it can't be helped. All started 3 days ago. Got to know Shiki-san because Seo Akira was greeted by a stranger. Yo. First day. Yo, it's actually a full-on story? Yo, I might actually... Okay, I think I'm gonna save this. But like, it's actually on full-on like story. Okay. I'll have to read through these at some point. But yeah, these are Getcha 2. Yeah, these are actually gonna be pretty interesting to go through, I think. This actually would be pretty interesting to go through. I'm gonna end that there. Then Kagetsu Toya. Oh, this actually captures the same way. What the heck? It's capturing the same window. That's interesting. Tsukihime Fun Disk. Fun Disk. But yeah, like I turned the options for stuff off. But yeah, this seems pretty interesting also. So I'm gonna have to go through this. And then we also have. Fate Hollow Ataraxia. So I guess this is showing up on here now. I guess the window capture just when it captures everything. Yeah, I guess that window captures everything. Instead of capturing a specific window. Yeah, okay. But yeah, we are going to... I will probably play through Fate Hollow Ataraxia and Kagetsu Toya and the Plus Disc at some point. I might not make videos on it. Just because that's just a little bit yikers. But I also do have the Fate visual novel right here. I'm hoping, honestly, that at some point Kohaku Route goes back and makes like a remaster of the visual novel, kind of in the Tsukihime Piece of Blue Glass Moon style. That would be pretty interesting. I don't think it will really happen. But yeah, it's been interesting. I definitely think Tsukihime is real good. I think it's extremely good. It's probably one of the greatest stories ever of all time. I would say something like that. I truly mean it. I think it's quite a good piece of literature. I was glad I read through it. I haven't actually read like a book in a long time, so this is kind of like reading a book again. But I think I prefer visual novels. I think I like visual novels. But yeah. Anyway, it's gonna be it for me, Hokiyoku. Glad you guys enjoyed the journey of Tsukihime. And I guess I'll catch you guys if I continue with the Plus Disc, or if I continue with A Piece of Blue Glass Moon, which I definitely would like to. But we might hold off on back on some of that for a bit. But yeah, like honestly, these videos did actually pretty well on the channel. I haven't really gained many subscribers at all, but still, like, just playing them, getting a few people to watch it, it was a very fun experience. Making thumbnails, having something to do on the channel, keeping a lot of stuff on here. I do like other stuff other than just these playthroughs. Like, this is literally just an anime variety channel, basically. That's what it's probably going to stay as, because I like doing a whole lot of different things. And not, like, going too hard into one thing, like reactions. Although reactions would be fun to do as a whole channel. It's just that then I wouldn't be able to really do any of these other things completely. At least, I still get the same amount of like views or whatnot. So it's, I don't know. This is really just a passion project. And also, I might bring the Otaku Taku podcast back, because I do plan on doing like a few topics. Like, I'll probably do a solo podcast on Tsukihime. I'll probably do like some other podcasts on like other things that are coming around, like and also some other stuff. But yeah, this was Tsukihime was really fun to go through, like extremely fun. I really enjoyed it. And I'm hoping the remake is even better. I'm just hoping it's a way better. But yeah, anyway, it's gonna be it for me. Hokioki, I'll see you guys in the next one.